All right, can everybody hear us? Can anybody hear us out there? Yeah, we got it. How about that?
There we go.
All right. All right, so now let me, let's see.
So what was the issue?
Does anybody really want to hear the technical stuff? I don't think so.
No. Please, Robbie.
Okay. Hey.
I don't think anybody wants to hear the technical stuff.
All right. Okay.
So,
Robbie, please. Robbie.
Dave, you're sure doing that a lot lately. What's going on?
All right. Sound is on now. Thank you, Joel Lopez. And we
right.
apologize. We are not going to do a blog talk session here, so you guys will not be able to call in. So just ignore the bottom of the screen there where it has our number and all that other stuff. In fact, I think we can just wipe that out with our newfangled software. So there we go. Beeb, isn't that cool? We can do that on the fly now. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, yeah, Jason, listen, settle down. I know Blog Talk works, but right now we're right in the middle of this. So let's go ahead. Just make the comments in there. Just say what you got to say.
Jason always does anyhow.
Yeah, he does.
Call me, Jason. I'll put you on speaker.
That's right. That's right. We'll put you on speaker, my man. And he's blowing up my phone right now as we speak. My watch is going off and everything like that.
Oh, my God.
It's like a bad penny, man. All right. Listen, this is a very special episode of Ringside Reporter podcast. Listen, we're coming to you live here on a Monday. We're going to talk about the Caleb Plant Uzcategui fight. But first, I want to tell you about a story that we had yesterday involving Steve Kim. The tweet that went out that we read was apparently from a not Steve Kim's account. It was actually from a, I guess, just a false account or a parody account. Anyway, the account has been shut down today. But Steve Kim did not write the tweet, and it involved Triple G signing with DAZN and Triple G, I guess, signing with Eddie Hearn of Matchroom, and then Canelo Alvarez on the third and everything like that. He did not write that. ESPN did not write that. And I think it's important. I thought it was really important that we came back on today and let you guys know that, hey, we did make a mistake. It was one of those things that it just happened. You know, we try to do our best to get all the facts straight. And when we give you news, we want to give you, we want to make sure everything is confirmed. And if we give you rumors, we want to say, hey, it's definitely a rumor. It's not, it's not been substantiated yet, but this is what we're hearing. And yesterday I actually reported that as, hey, this is a solid fact and it was going on. And so I do apologize for that. That's not something we like to do. That's not something we want to be a part of. We want to,
And how many boxing shows will actually come on and correct their mistakes?
Thank you, Robert. But yeah, so we definitely wanted to come back on and correct it. And I wanted to apologize to you guys and wanted to apologize to Steve Kim for that was not his tweet. So I definitely apologize. Yeah, not really something we like to do. And I was feeling pretty bad about this. And thank you to at Lamarcus on Twitter for sending me that email, sending me that tweet saying, hey, did you take a look at this account? We think it might not be Steve Kim. We think it's a parody. And so that's the thing, man. And I do thank him for it and I thank you guys too, man, for without guys like you and without guys like, keeping us in check and everything like that. And, that's why we got to keep on our toes and stuff like that. So I do apologize. The original story that was supposed to go out yesterday. Okay. The original story that was supposed to go out yesterday was, let me see if I can get this tweet up here. All right, let me take this off. All right. And then And that's why, that's why we made the mistake we did. But this is from Levi Luna. All right. So, yeah, make of it what you will. Now, whether it's true or not, I don't know. This is again, this is on him. So who knows? Who knows? Beeb, anything to add?
No, things happen, and it's happened to the best of us. So there's a lot of accounts out there that are parodies that are almost, they look identical to the real one. So sometimes it's hard to distinguish the two.
Yeah. And Jason in the chat, you did not tell me not to. You had no idea what I was talking about until I told you. So shut up. All right. He's always starting trouble. That guy, always starting trouble. All right. So anyway, that's the retraction, man, and we do apologize for that. But let's move on to more pressing issues here. Let's talk about Caleb Plant and Jose Uzcategui. Man, I tell you what, this was a really, really good fight. I gave Caleb Plant, what is it, the first 9 rounds or the first 8 rounds, and then gave Plant the last 4. Or not Plant, I gave Uzcategui the last 4 and Plant the first 8. He was knocked down, what was it, Robert, the second and the 4th round? Plant put him down?
That is correct. Uzcategui was knocked down twice. And I'm really shocked by this. I did not expect this turnout. Because let's face it, up until yesterday, Caleb Plant, in my opinion, had fought absolutely nobody, and for him to go out and put on the performance he did, I didn't expect that. And I'm with you. I scored it 8 rounds to 4, 116, 110, and what can I say? I'm normally not shocked, but yesterday I was shocked. I did not expect this.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. Who would have thought that it was Uzcategui who couldn't take Plant's power? Because that's what it ended up being. I mean, he just, was, knocked down in the second and the 4th rounds. He just couldn't, he wasn't able to take his power. But what I will tell you, though, is Uzcategui, in that fight, I thought he did a really good job, and I thought that in the last 4 rounds, and I thought he started to pick up the pace, do some body work. Why on earth? And I mean, he looked really fresh. He looked like he would have went 20 rounds. And why on earth he didn't start this earlier? I have no idea.
Yeah, I really don't know.
B, what were your thoughts on the fight in Uzcategui at the end here?
The crazy thing is, when this fight was first announced, Caleb Plant was a plus 400, and he was bet all the way down to a plus 150. So he was still the underdog, but he wasn't as wide an underdog as what he opened up as. And a lot of people, Mike Montero included, who was on our show yesterday, was picking Uzcategui, and a lot of people today are saying they're surprised at how good Caleb Plant looked. I thought Caleb Plant would win the fight. I picked him to win the fight. But if he's told me he would knock Uzcategui down twice, I wouldn't have believed it. That's not what I expected. But here's the thing. Well, Caleb Plant was doing a great job boxing from the outside, and every time he threw a combination, he never stood in front of Uzcategui. He always stepped off to the side. And when we did step off to the side and back out and prepared himself to reset, he wasn't too far out where it took him a long time to get back into an offensive position. So he fought a very intelligent fight. He was working off his jab beautifully, and he was also throwing a variety of punches off his jab. He wasn't just throwing a right hand behind his jab. He was hooking off his jab, and he was going downstairs as well. He had a very, very wide array of punches that he was throwing. He had a very diversified offense last night, and even though people are saying that he faded down the stretch, I don't think he faded down the stretch. I give Uzcategui full credit because he picked it up in those last 4 rounds because he knew he was behind, and he just threw all caution into the wind, whereas before, early in the fight, he couldn't get off first, and he was getting a little bit wary of the counters from Caleb Plant, so he kind of laid back a little bit too much or tried to be too perfect. So at the end of the day, I got to give both guys credit because Uzcategui was in a big hole, and he came on strong in the end and looked like he was trying to get Caleb Plant out of there. And Caleb Plant was definitely feeling some of that pressure, and he was a little bit the worst for wear in those last 4 rounds. But he had enough wherewithal to hold on and get that decision. So it was a great fight. Caleb Plant definitely showed us something. He's a champion and under 20 fights now. I think that was his 19th pro fight last night, or 18th or 19th pro fight last night.
18-0 with 10 knockouts, babe.
So his 18th pro fight last night. So what can you say? The world is this kid's oyster now.
Yeah, he looked really good, man. He really did. I thought it looked very sharp. I thought he confused Uzcategui early on, but what was going on? What was going on in Uzcategui's corner, man? I mean, they wanted him to get going. He just looked through the entire fight just so calm, just so relaxed, almost too much so. What was going on there?
Believed in his power because he's always been a slow starter, and he's always seemed to be able to land a couple big shots to turn the fight around for himself. If you look at the Durrell fight, Durrell had some moments early on in that fight, and Uzcategui picked it up like in the fourth, fifth round, and he started taking over. So he's a slow starter. He thinks that he has the ability to turn the fight with one punch. He believes in his pressure. He believes in his aggressiveness. He believes in his power. He believes in himself. So I think he didn't realize how good Caleb Plant was. He didn't realize that Caleb Plant was so slick, and he didn't realize that he couldn't pin him into a corner and just tee off on him. So I think he had a hard time figuring out Caleb Plant, and credit to Caleb Plant. He put together a great game plan, and he was able to follow through on it. And Uzcategui couldn't capitalize on anything last night. He had a hard time really pinning Caleb Plant down. The guy moves beautifully. He has a great pair of legs. He's got fast hands, and he gauges distance beautifully. A few times he was caught on the ropes, but he weathered the storm, and he was able to maintain his composure and just stick with the game plan. So credit to him.
Yeah, he was really good. He was really good. Let's talk about Brandon Figueroa and Moises Flores. I thought Figueroa looked really good in this one. Robert, what round did this end? It was like
it was in the third round.
The third round, yeah. And Figueroa, man, he just overwhelmed this guy. I mean, threw a ton of punches. I mean, this guy was just like, it was like a drum or something like that. I mean, you watch it, and this guy's just getting hit after shot after shot, and they didn't seem, like murderous punches. But they're coming from different angles. They're coming from left, right. I mean, everywhere he could possibly throw the shots. They're going to your body. They're going to your head. I mean, he just mixed it up and everything like that. I thought he looked great. Robert, what were your thoughts?
No, I agree. I thought it would be a more competitive fight than what it turned out to be. But Daniel Roman, the champion, now has somebody to worry about because now he's the mandatory challenger for Roman. And I hope they put that fight together. That looks like it would be an interesting fight now. And boy, I want to attack the broadcast of this because during the fight they kept saying, "Well, this is in the 126-pound division." No, it was 122. People, do your homework for goodness sakes. Know your weight classes. If you're going to be at ringside, know what you're talking about. I couldn't get over that. Like get your divisions in order. But no, Brandon looked really good last night.
Yeah, and I mean, what was it? Rigo was in 122. Well, he fought in 122, didn't he?
No, he ended up fighting at 126.
Was he at 126? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had a first round knockout that I guess it was televised on the undercard. I didn't see it,
Yes, it was on the undercard.
Yeah, I saw the highlights of it, and he
well, it wasn't much of a fight.
The left hand.
Jason wants to call in. Can I patch him in? I want to hear him talk about this Uzcategui fight.
Just
he's
because
got
we
such
told
a way
him.
of breaking everything down. Yeah, all right. That's fine.
Just because we're not going to use blog talk, he wants to call in. Okay.
Jay, you ought to feel special because you're the only guy we do this for. You're the only guy we do this for.
He's my son. I'm going to take care of family here.
You take care of family?
All right, Beef. Jeez.
I need a healthcare proxy. I'm 50.
I'm older than you, Beef. I'm doing just fine, thanks.
All right, before we get to Jason, while he's patching him through, let's talk about Joey Spencer and Brandon Harder. Brandon Harder apparently has an MMA background. He had a couple of fights in MMA, I guess, and then he comes into boxing. And the thing is, man, it's not the same. It's not the same transition. It's really not. Brandon came in there, and I thought I think he was 39 years old. Robert, is that correct?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Excuse me. He's like 39 years old, and then Spencer's like 19. And he said,
18.
He sounded like in the pre-fight and everything that he's just going to walk right over this guy. And he gave Spencer absolutely no respect. He just thought that because he was a younger guy that he was just going to walk through him. And I tell you what, I am so glad that Spencer
I got him
out of the woodshed.
I got him on the line.
Well, tell him to hold on. Robert, what were your thoughts on this fight here? Shut up.
Spencer, I mean, I couldn't believe how much disrespect that Hardy was showing Spencer. Well, he basically said, he's only 18, I'm going to make him a real man. He's not a man yet. He can't hurt me. And, well, he proceeded to hurt him, But I hope they give Joey Spencer a more stiffer competition. In his 6 fights so far, they've all been very, very easy. Come on, let's.
All right, and that's what the announcers were saying. You know what? But I got to take on bridge with you here.
Okay.
That's what the announcers were saying. Again, he's 19 years old and he's got 5 fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess he had 6 as of last night, but he got 6 fights. He's just starting out. I mean,
I know.
they're gonna they're gonna inch him up, but you can't. I mean, the kid's 19 years old. He's full of confidence.
18.
You got to feed him. You know what I mean? You can't just like throw him in with wolves.
No, I wasn't suggesting that, Eric, by any means.
I mean, but I tell you what, I really liked what I saw from Harder last night, because I thought that with what he was doing, the herky jerky style he was using, all the talking he was doing in there, the motioning, the feints, and everything like that with his hands, I thought for sure that it was it would rattle him, it would rattle Spencer, but it sure didn't. He actually stuck to his game plan. He didn't get rattled by anything, and he just came out with the jab, hit him perfect. That guy had no clue what to do, which is why he was clowning in the first place. He really should not have been in there, no question. I don't think there's any question. But Spencer did what he was supposed to do, and that's get rid of him. So that's exactly what he was supposed to do, and that's exactly what he did. And for anybody to suggest that, well, he needs to up his level of competition, well, he's got 5 fights again. I mean, he's got 5 fights, guys. We got to give him a break here. We got to give him a little bit of a break. Again, and he's 19,
18, Eric.
I thought he was 19. I thought they said he was 19.
No, 18.
Oh, wow. So there you go. I don't know. All right. Jason's on the line. Jason, can you hear me?
Jason?
What's up, babe?
Can you hear him?
All right, talk.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up, man?
Is it that hard to get a block talk going in Florida? Come on, man.
Do you have anything constructive to say? You retard.
Oh, I can't really hear you guys, so this is kind of weird.
So he's just going to go blank again. Yeah. So now he's going to go blank.
We can hear him. Well, I don't know what.
What were you thinking was going to happen?
What were you thinking was going to happen? He asked you.
About the fight plan, I mean, I just think after Jose, what's his name, Uzcategui, he beat Andre Durrell. I think that win was just really overhyped. I mean, Andre Durrell, he hasn't really done shit in years. And even before the loss to Jose, what had he really done prior to that? Not much. So, you know, I think we just saw him beat Andre Durrell kind of impressively, and people got kind of excited that this new fucking kid is on the block, and we overhyped him. And Plant was underhyped. I mean, I didn't think he had power like that. I didn't think he was going to fucking drop that kid like that. I mean, so he kind of surprised me, you know. He's got all the qualities to be a star. I hope they take him to like Nashville or somewhere in the South next, maybe even Atlanta, you know. So I can cover the fight for you guys.
Great card to start off the year from PBC, right?
Card could have been better, but the main event was great.
Main event was incredible.
Yeah, and also they promoted this fight for like weeks on Fox, like during playoffs. Joe Buck was talking about plans and shit, so that was kind of impressive too. And this is just a Fox Sports 1 card, so I'm curious about the ratings if they broke the million mark. Because they said UFC used to average around 1 million on the Fox Sports card, so I'm hoping they did. And what's the next card? Thurman versus Josecito, I think, right, babe?
Yes, correct. Hey, is Caleb Plant married to that announcer Jordan Hardy or something?
I don't know.
They were girlfriend boyfriend. I guess he proposed to her last night.
Oh, he proposed to her. He's going to get married to her, right? She's a pretty good announcer.
Yeah. Also, PBC made her sit out last night since that's her boyfriend. You know, that's kind of professional of them too. They didn't let her work that fight.
Oh, cool. I get it.
Well, they had another girl doing
it. We noticed how DiBella has been on the outs with Heyman. He's not been promoting any of the PBC New York events. The Charlo's card was promoted by TGB. He came from LA. The Thurman card is being promoted by TGB. DiBella's been like thrown away from the Heyman inner circle. I think he's not there anymore.
Well, he's still promoting Wilder, though, I guess.
Yeah.
Not really. Even TGB co-promoted that with him in LA. Remember? He was there.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that. Think something's up?
Look at the Thurman and the Charlo card. That used to be DiBella's territory. He used to promote every New York card, and now TGB's doing it. So I think it has something to do with him being cozy with Aram and Eddie lately. You know, he's been doing a lot of deals with them.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I think.
I got you.
Also, what was I going to say?
Can you break any news this week for us?
Yeah, I told you guys the fucking GGG to the zone shit is fake news. I wrote on your wall that it's fake news. Remember? Before you guys even started the show. I told fucking Lorda, he was like, no, it's not fake news. It's fucking done. Lorda just likes to be he just likes to be the first one, even if it's wrong. I told him. I even wrote on your wall that it's fake news. Everybody, all these guys, like the insiders are saying that GGG has been offered like $10 million to fight for
Hold on, tell him to shut up for a minute.
And he's about to take that offer.
Tell him to be quiet for a minute.
Eric wants to ask you a question. Go ahead.
No, I want to ask you, did you see his post on the wall where he said that, what was it, Louis Ortiz is going to fight Alexander Usyk next?
I did see that. Yeah. He's commenting about your Luis Ortiz is going to fight Alexander Usyk next.
Usyk just Ortiz just came out and said nobody's contacted him.
Come on.
Ortiz, Eric said Ortiz came out and said no one contacted him.
I know. I was just joking around. I'm not doing a show.
He's just joking around. Every time he's wrong, he's joking around.
He was only kidding, Eric.
Yeah, you're such a retard.
He was only kidding, Eric. It was an inside joke.
When I'm wrong, it's always a joke. Come on, bro.
It was a misfire.
He was going off too. He was like, "This is solid. I've got sources on the inside."
Manny Bruner episodes. Have you been watching them?
Yes, I have. I'm starting to like him actually. Starting to like Pacquiao.
Have you looked at the numbers they're doing on Showtime YouTube channel? They're doing big numbers, man.
Yeah. I'm curious to see if I'm going to be wrong about this pay-per-view, and this pay-per-view that ends up doing a lot.
Is it 75 for SD or HD? Do you know?
I think it's 75 for HD. I'm not sure.
How much is the fight on Saturday?
I don't know. I haven't heard an official price.
Yeah,
I haven't heard an official price either. I'll find out. I'll go on my Comcast tonight and look.
Yeah, let me see if I can find out.
Okay, well, thanks for letting me call in, man.
Okay.
All right, Jason. Have a good one, man.
Thanks for letting me set Lorda straight. All right, guys.
All right.
Did you actually give him your phone number?
Yeah, and he called me on a block line. He calls you on his real line, but he calls me on a block line. That's his house phone, though. He called me on his house phone, so to be clear.
That's his house phone.
Well, I know how to unblock numbers,
Please, Robbie.
Pacquiao. Let me see if I can find the numbers on this pay-per-view real quick.
Yeah, I haven't seen an official price yet.
I would imagine. And you know what? I saw it's on our TVs now. I can't see.
I haven't even seen a commercial for it yet, so.
Pay-per-view price. All right, let's see. Sporting news. Let's see if we have it here.
You'd think DirecTV would have something on their website.
No, I don't see a price on it here either. Let's see how to 74. I'm seeing $74.99 from the sportingnews.com.
Oh, that's a for HD. Okay.
That I don't know. It just says $74.99.
Okay.
They shouldn't even have it in HD or not, because it's just one of those things where it's like,
No, believe it or not, Eric, when you call DirecTV to order the fight, when you do it over the phone, they'll clearly ask you, do you want it in HD or do you want it in standard? And the price is $10 difference.
How many people that have DirecTV have standard definition?
Who watches?
I don't know, but if you call and order it over the phone, they do give you a $10 difference in price. So,
No, I believe you. I'm just saying,
yeah.
I wonder how many standard definition buys they actually get.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would be curious. I would be curious to find that out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now I'm sure when you order it on Comcast, it's all one price because everybody does it in HD. I don't think.
No, there's two prices, Robbie.
Oh, there is? Okay.
Yeah, there's two prices.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand. Do you ever do that when you're on, watching TV, and you flip through the channels and then you see something that's not HD? It's standard. It's like an old movie you'd watched or something like that, or a movie you'd watched that's in standard.
Yeah,
right.
I can't even watch it. It's terrible. I mean, why would I watch that?
I have a hard time telling the difference between. Well, I can now, but there was a time when I couldn't tell the difference between 720 and 1080p.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It used to be close, but now I can kind of gauge it.
Yeah, I have Reese Mack said some people don't have the big screen HD 4K TVs. Yeah, I guess you're right, man. He's right. I've got the 4K TV. It's like that curved model, that one curved model. And that one is really nice. I mean, that one is really good for HD and stuff. That's why I can't, if anything comes in standard, man, I can't watch it on that.
Now, does DirecTV come in 4K or do they come in 1080p?
Robert, they do have some 4K, don't they?
They've been advertising more and more 4K, but I don't know how it. Yeah. I don't know how many people actually have it.
I'm not sure if we actually have 4K on Comcast. I think we have 1080p. Okay. But I do know that Netflix has 4K. I know Hulu I think has 4K. Right. Some of the streaming services are 4K, but I'm not sure. Don't believe that Comcast is 4K.
Yeah.
I think they're getting closer and closer to having it, though.
Possibly. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There it is. All right. Well, I think that'll do it for this show here. Let's see here. Quick reminder here. Ringside Reporter Live will be Sunday at 12 p.m. This Sunday at 12 p.m. Is that correct, guys? Because it's Championship Sunday. They got the AFC and NFC championships.
That's right.
What time do they start, Robert? 3?
The first game starts at 3.
Yeah, and then it goes from 3, and then the other one starts at, 8 or something like that?
The other one starts at 6:40.
Does it really? That early?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right.
Because see, when the Super Bowl comes on, the Super Bowl will be at 6:30. So they want people to get used to that because the halftime show is going to be long and what have you. So.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing too. So we want to we know everybody likes football. I mean, everybody likes the football games and everything like that. And
absolutely,
you know, I don't want to pull anybody away. Not that anybody would get pulled away for the show anyway. But you know, it's just one of those things, man. We want to watch the games too. You know,
that's
Beeb,
right.
Your Patriots are going to be in it.
Yep, Beeb's Patriots are in it. They're going to Kansas City.
I heard Beeb is actually traveling to Kansas City to watch that game. Is that correct, Beeb?
Go, Tommy, go! Go, Tommy, go! Tommy! They got
their
work cut out for them. They got their work cut out for them, really.
Oh,
it's
yes,
gonna
they
be a
do.
Good game. It's a good game, man. That's
hey, the last time these two teams played, a total of 83 points were scored. So
was it 40-43 or something crazy?
Yeah,
and that was in
exactly.
Foxborough?
No, it'll be in Kansas City.
No, but the last game was
the last game was in Foxborough. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good game, man.
That
other game was good too. Who was it? Saints.
Robbie's like an encyclopedia.
He really is, man. He really is.
And also, you're going to have a high-scoring game also with the NFC with New Orleans and L.A. because they got together in Week 11 and they scored it was 45-35 Saints. So you might have two pinball machine games come up Sunday. So
how about the Eagles? Man? I thought they were going to win, man. I thought they were going to win. They were driving with 2 minutes left, man.
I know.
Robbie.
Pick. So there you go. So yeah, look for us at 12 p.m. noon Eastern time on Sunday, and then we'll probably broadcast till about 2:00. So you guys won't miss any part of the games or anything like that. And then, in fact, you'll be able to see the pregame as well. So we want you guys to get out there and see that. And then Super Bowl, we'll probably do a similar thing too. We'll probably broadcast around noon or 1:00 or something like that. And now, what is the Super Bowl? Is it 2 weeks or is it just goes like
the Super Bowl will be on Sunday, February 3rd. So
all right,
2 weeks.
So it's got the championship week and then 2 weeks and then the Super Bowl, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Remember, because sometimes they do they used to do 1 week in between. They've only done that a couple times though, I thought.
Yeah, no, the NFL wants they want the 2 week they want to really promote it, so they
Robbie.
Are you all right, Beeb? You keep doing that.
Robbie, you know my routine by now. Come on, don't act.
I know. I'm picking on you.
All right, guys, so that'll do it for this edition of Ringside Reporter Podcast, our special edition. Kind of like I feel like we're saying like the regular belt, the WBA regular title, our special edition. So that'll do it, and we will see you guys soon, man. Soon, if anything breaks, we'll catch it this week, and otherwise, we'll see you guys on Sunday when I retain my title. So there you go.
Oh well, we'll see about that.
Yeah,
anyway,
we'll see.
Talk to everybody later.
You will see about that. You will see about that. All right.
Robbie.